is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy with those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown, New York. It is Tuesday. It is March 9th. March 9th. Happy birthday, Michael Del Judas. Happy birthday, my pal Joseph Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of cool birthdays today. Hi, everybody. Chris Lane is watching. Chris Lane celebrated a birthday the other day. Aaron White is here. Captain Jack and Carrie and Kevin and Mommy, and me and Sallie. Dr. Ken Pichelle will be joining us a little later. He'll do the ads then, and he'll join us for Tuesday Trivia. Tuesday Trivia!
Dun,
Yay!
dun, dun.
It's a great day here. The weather's getting a little warmer. It's in the 50s outside, which is perfect weather for me. I like 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I think this is great weather.
Sallie's got a new sweatshirt.
Yep, got Gov's radio swag going on.
Yeah, leave
here.
it like that because we can. Yeah, that's better. I have no idea what it says. I'm just looking at your boobies.
You're just looking at my boobies.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Joe Carletto is nice enough to get us sweatshirts.
Joe is the best.
He is the best.
He is the best.
He's the best.
Hope everybody's well today. You saw in the beginning the Teespring ad. If you head on over to teespring.com, you can get yourself some Govs Radio swag. Sweatshirts or T-shirts and hats and mugs, all sorts of cool stuff. Go to teespring.com. And please like and share the show. Please hit those likes, hit those hearts, and then share the show to every single page you can think of. Post copy and share the link. We're on the website today, govsradio.com. We are on there right now.
Are you? Is that what you're doing?
We're working on, it's right there.
Okay.
And we're working on, making the website work beautifully.
Are you doing that thing where you could chat and see the show at the same time?
Well, right. There's a show right there, and then, I can, there's a chat.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
So things appear to be working well on the website so far. Good morning, Greg DiFilippo. Carrie wants to know if it annoys anyone that she has this playing on her computer and her phone. Carrie, I don't think anybody here can...
Maybe she's talking to the people in her house.
Yeah.
And she's writing them right now, saying, hey, do you people mind? I actually do that. Like, I'll text my kids and I will text each other from, just because we're too freaking lazy to walk up and down the stairs. Well, or if we're sitting next to each other and there's a movie playing, we'll text each other.
Well, all right, that's one thing to text each other because you're lazy. But, so maybe other people are watching the show, you're saying? So she's talking to them?
Maybe.
Through Facebook? All right.
So
let's go with that.
I feel like March is just flying by. Flying by.
I'll tell you, as much as we all hate all the COVID and the quarantining and all that stuff, I feel... Since the quarantine started, which we're just about coming on a year, I feel time has just completely flown. I couldn't even tell you about, other than, I wonder if you guys are with me on this. Other than COVID, I can't think of anything to even talk about from 2020.
Oh, really?
Like every memory, everything I want to talk about, you have to stop for a second. Oh, no, that was 2019. That was 2 years ago. Because that's when we still had... Not a normal life, but life as we knew it. But, Sallie O'Neill, I just read an article this morning that says people who have been fully... I'm going to start that again. Did you hear me? I was like, people... I think I stroked out. I read it as like one big word. People who always...
You're reading it as fast as this year has gone.
People who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can meet without masks indoors
with each other
in small groups. Can meet without masks indoors in small groups with others who have been inoculated, but should avoid non-essential travel and continue to wear face coverings in public. This is coming from the Biden administration.
Okay.
In a long-awaited update of its guidance for behaviors to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, otherwise known as the CDC, said fully vaccinated people could also meet in small groups with unvaccinated individuals deemed at low risk for severe COVID-19 from one other household without masks.
Okay.
How do you like that?
Okay.
And of course, the article went on and on, encouraging people to keep on wearing masks. We're only, I think, it's a very small percentage of Americans who have been vaccinated, fully vaccinated so far. I think it's only 10 or 20%. So they're still saying, yes, wear the masks, be careful.
I feel like here in New York, they're kind of on top of it. Like I know a lot of people that have gotten it already. They got their first shot, they're waiting to get their second shot. And then you talk to people from other states and they're like, yeah, you still have to be 75 or older. And, I think they're getting we got a lot of vaccines here waiting to be used, which is good. Because, not to stick up for New York, but we got clobbered.
Yeah.
I really think places like New York and San Francisco, probably Washington, D.C., any place where people really, they're just taking whatever disease they have in their state and they're getting on a plane and they're coming here. I think when you're our type of society like New York, we should really be protected more than anyone because we just get clobbered by people from everywhere else.
I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it here, but I believe the article said that this is for outside New York City. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was a different article I read where they're saying small groups can get together in New York, but outside New York City, because New York City is still, there's still people there. It's still packed.
Yeah.
And they're still, I guess it's still considered a super spreader.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says, you make my infusion day go better.
Oh, is today infusion day? Good. I'm glad we're making it better, Elizabeth. Good luck to you. I think she got her first shot. I can't be sure, but I know
she said that. Yeah.
I know she had like an appointment, so I think she's one of the people that are covered right now.
My eyes are watering.
Like more so than normally. Usually, your name should be changed to Little Tony Teardrop. Well, it's like sometimes I'll just like watch it, like he'll be talking and there'll be a drip on the bottom of his eye that's so big, and then I'll just kind of like
It'll just fall.
just plop out, like plop right out of his eye, like
Yeah,
your ducts are full or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely clogged up or something because it's
Both
all.
eyes?
Yeah, but this. Yeah, right. It's just at that particular second it was worse, and I couldn't even read the screen.
Oh wow. Little Tony Teardrop. I just made that up.
Sounds like a little doll or something.
Yeah,
Little
that
Tony
would like
Teardrop.
squeeze their stomach and tears come flying out.
Now you're just getting weird.
Yeah. Well, no, there are dolls like that. Like you can press their stomach and like one of the best dolls I had as a kid was you press their stomach and their hair comes long, and then you press something out and else and their hair goes short. It was fun.
Well, I'm offended by that you have to press their stomach. That's sexual in nature.
Huh.
You should just be able to pull their hair and pull it out. But then that would be bullying.
You know.
So you can't do that either.
You know what I saw on Andy's Facebook page today?
Andy Plagianos?
He's totally like I haven't even thought about this for years, but I guess something must have happened to who's that the cartoon skunk who was like.
All right, well, I mentioned it the other day. I mentioned Pepe
you actually
Le Pew.
have that to talk about?
Well, yeah, I did. I mentioned it the other day, and now, I do have it here, and I have more to add to that.
What's the guy's name? Something Le Pew?
I just said it, Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
25 years after starring alongside Michael Jordan in the movie Space Jam, Looney Tunes are making a sequel with LeBron James, but not with Pepe Le Pew.
He's
it
going
appears
to sexual rehab or something, right?
It appears Pepe Le Pew, who made his debut with Looney Tunes in 1945, which is a really long time ago. I mean, Pepe Le Pew, if he was human, he'd be like
Is this
140.
like the year your mother was born?
It is.
You get a certain look on your face when you're going to bash your mother. Do you know that?
Yes.
Like, it's a total look.
Well, it's revenge, because she used to beat me when I was a kid.
You're like, now I'm going to screw with my mother.
1945 is when Pepe Le Pew made his debut. That kind of rhymes. Pepe Le Pew made his debut. I'm like, DJ D Love. Hey, man, I'm just chilling and bugging, man, watching the Looney Tunes, man. Pepe Le Pew made his debut. Let's go poo-poo. What did you do? Moo-moo. I'm running out of ooh.
Wow, yeah.
Doo-doo. I'm going to hang out with my friend Sue. 2.
No, you're not.
So it appears... So Pepe Le Pew, who started in 1945 with Looney Tunes, it appears not only is he not going to be in this movie, but it appears he's been permanently retired from Looney Tunes. Permanently retired, I said.
What's your feeling on this? Because we haven't talked about this. I don't even remember you mentioned it the other day. I actually just saw it on Andy's site. What's your feeling on it? I would love the guy's perspective of this skunk.
Well, all right. Well, here's why.
Here's why what?
Pepe Le Pew is being pulled.
Oh, they actually had to give a reason, or you just have to say his name and all the women in the world go, yeah, no kidding.
No, it wasn't Looney Tunes that gave out reasons. Some guy went on Twitter.
Some guy did?
Some guy went on all over Twitter and was pushing and was thrilled that Pepe Le Pew is gone. Because Pepe Le Pew added to rape culture.
Yeah, well, I don't actually think...
Is that a term? Rape culture?
Rape culture. It's a little rapey. He's a little rapey. So I don't think he should be gone. I think, but he's definitely an example of what to look out for.
It's a cartoon. Hey, you're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
This is Joe Staz.
This is Joe Staz.
No,
Hello.
it isn't. It's Martha.
It's Martha.
Oh, that's my mother-in-law's name.
Martha, I am so sorry for all you have to deal with.
What goes on
with your
down
son-in-law?
there? He gets her to make him all the food, and now he's stealing her phone. He gets money from her. He gambles with the mother-in-law, who by the way has no experience with gambling. Joe is just teaching her how to gamble, and then he takes all of her money.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's the way you do it.
He's had the sexual relations with her daughter.
Yes. A lot.
A lot, yeah.
A lot.
Listen, my mother-in-law has a bird, and this bird, a parakeet, and it talks like crazy. I am serious.
Okay.
I'm having an argument with the bird right now.
It's so funny because yesterday I've got like some type of heating problem in the house that was resolved this morning, but I was on customer service yesterday, and I couldn't. The lady would ask me a question, and every time I went to answer, there was a rooster that would. Remember that?
Yes.
And finally, Tony's like, "Did
Oh
you
my God, a
just ask
rooster?
them if because finally at one point, like every time I went to go answer the question, like let's say the answer was 9, I'd be like, and every time I went to go to say it, the rooster would crow in the background wherever she was, and so finally I just said, "Is that a rooster?"
Oh my God, that's
and the
funny.
poor lady, because it went on for like 20 minutes. So finally she goes, "Oh, yes, that's a rooster. I'm sorry for the background noise," but it was so funny.
So how were you guys yesterday? I missed the show yesterday because I was in Facebook jail talking to my attorney and all that other shit.
Talking to your attorney. Gonna file a lawsuit against Facebook, are you?
Well, I had to talk to Zuckerberg, give me a lesser sentence,
Good luck with that.
Yeah, he's gonna drop that gavel down. You better be careful, man. You might get a lifelong ban or something.
I would say
That's
customer
okay.
service.
That's
is
all right.
not
I got
his
other names I
greatest
could go
goal.
under. It's no big deal.
Well, and I see you're on the website. Very nice. So there you go.
Yes.
So very nice. So if Zuckerberg,
it's actually a good website. It
cool.
really works.
Oh, glad to hear
Okay,
that.
good,
Yeah,
'cause we're
I can't get
tweaking
thrown
it.
in jail, right? Governors, can't throw
Nope.
me in jail, right?
not yet, but
Not yet.
you
Well,
behave
we'll get
because you
that
might
button
figure out
ready.
of jail. We'll figure something out if you don't behave yourself, young man.
You got it, man. Take care, guys.
Have a great
Okay.
day, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
You too. Bye now.
Joe Staz checking in. Very nice. Yeah. So you called this customer service for. What
Yeah.
happened? You all right over there?
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Yeah. You called this customer service, and it wasn't. It was. She sounded like she was from down south somewhere. She had a little bit of a twang
Oh,
going
did she?
on.
I was thinking it was
little
like
bit.
another country or something.
No,
Okay.
not that I noticed. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
In fact, I had to get off the phone with her, and then when I called back, I got some Asian guy, and oh my goodness, like
Yep.
seriously, not to be racist, but like the Asian guy, like fixed like everything.
Well,
in
right.
no time.
Yeah. Did you say what this was about?
It was. I have a Nest thermostat, and so the lady was like, "Can you tell me what the serial number is?" I'm like, "I don't know. Don't you have my file?" And
Yeah.
she's
This lady
like,
with the rooster had no clue.
None. And so, and at one point she's like, "Well, can you take it off the wall and look?" I'm like, so I take it off the wall. I'm like, "There's no number." So I'm like, she's like, "Oh, in between." Cook-a-doo-a-doo, whatever it was. Whatever
Was
it's
that your rooster?
Yeah.
Cook-a-cook-a-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
I am the walrus. Cuckoo-cuckoo. Don't you have a rooster thing on there?
I do. All right, that's true.
Come on, you gotta.
I know. I should be better at this. Oh, got it. It was. That's what it was.
It
I'd be
sounded just like that.
They'd be like, "What is the serial number?" And then I'd be like, "Well, here, let me talk about this." And then it would. Oh, you have to do it every single time.
You have to hit the button.
Some of them just keep going.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
All right. How about like?
Well, turn the volume. Okay.
This is the very long one.
Yeah, it's some are longer than others. I mean, these are applause, so they go on for a while.
I just figured it
But
stayed
a
on.
rooster doesn't go. Coo, coo. So,
but then the Asian guy was like, "Well, I'm serious." He's like, "Oh, like just press this in and hit mode and read me your serial number." I'm like, the other chick had me taking this thing off the wall with
And you didn't do anything different. You just called the same number twice.
She was on the phone because it took so long to tell her the information in between rooster calls. I actually had to leave, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to call back because I have to go pick my kid up from school. She's like, oh, I'll just call you back. I'm like, okay. So she actually made an appointment to call me back in 45 minutes, but then she never did. So I just ended up
she had to tend to
just recalling again.
She had to tend to her cock.
And then this guy's like, actually, this guy was telling Tony about it. He goes, because he put me on hold a couple of times, and then he goes, for this time, I'm going to reboot something. I'm going to put you on hold for at least 5 minutes. And he swear to God, he goes. So if you would like to go and grab a cup of tea. I was like, I think I would like to grab a cup of tea.
You are a big tea drinker, so I have a feeling he used that Nest.
Me.
He looked through his system and he was checking you out.
Yeah, Tony's wondering if the Nest, it can view our whole house. You're right. I should have been like, yes, I would like a cup of tea.
Yep.
Are they looking at me?
Because you have that big box of tea bags.
Yeah.
I bet you he saw it.
I love tea all day long, yeah.
And then he watched this last night.
Yeah.
And again this morning.
No.
And 5 minutes ago?
No, not last night.
No, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
It's a comedy show, supposedly.
I'm like, did I fall asleep through that? Are you Pepe Le Pew? Did I get date raped by?
It all comes full circle.
By Pepe Le Pew.
Well, right, all right. So going back to that's what the first thing the guy said. He kisses a girl who's a stranger, repeatedly kissing her without consent and against her will.
And she's pushing him away, and she's using all of her limbs to just push him away, and he's relentless. And I remember being just a little girl thinking, oh my goodness, will you just stop it? But I don't think they should get rid of it because it's cartoons like that teach a person what a certain element of society is like. You have to be aware for these Pepe Le Pew. You'll be in your 20s and you're like, oh, that guy's like Pepe Le Pew.
All right, so I'll read the other. There's three points in total. I read the first one. The second one is actually just that. She struggles mightily to get away from him, but he won't release her.
Yeah.
And then the third is he locks a door to prevent her from escaping. All right, so
yeah, she's got to jump out windows and stuff and off ships. And I haven't watched this since I was 8. All
right, and to your point, then this thing goes on. It says this helped teach boys that no didn't. Oh, all right. So this guy is saying that Pepe Le Pew taught boys that no doesn't really mean no. That it was all that struggle is a part of the game of a power struggle. It taught overcoming a woman's strenuous, even physical objections was normal, adorable, and funny. They didn't even give the woman the ability to speak. So this is what this guy goes on to say. But here's my thing.
He's totally right. But I'm the unbanner. And you know that. I've actually had, some issues with very close friends of mine that they're like, oh, you shouldn't put that post up. I'm like, it's humor.
It's humor, and they're also leaving out.
So I'm not a banner.
They're leaving out the fact that he was never successful. She does eventually get away from him. She beats his ass. You never.
That time. That's the problem.
What do you mean that time? There's never a single cartoon where all of a sudden there he is, banging her. I mean, it just never happened. And I'm not trying to minimalize it.
Yeah, you are by acting like this with this bad behavior of yours.
But if anybody who's been through something like this. Are you telling me that a cartoon like that would spark bad feelings or memories?
I totally remember thinking, oh.
No, that's not what I asked.
Oh, then ask again.
And I'm not asking you because I don't think you were, and I'm not asking anybody to answer this question. I'm just saying in general, if someone who's been raped.
Yeah.
Or attacked.
Right. Oh, will it trigger you? Will you okay.
Yeah, does it trigger anything? Does it bring back a memory? Or is it just a silly cartoon? And I'm not telling you how to feel. I'm not judging you. If you really do, if it does spark memories or bring up some bad feelings, then my apologies, and I'll leave it alone. But good morning. You're on the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Bonjour. My name is Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, the one and only Pepe Le Pew, has called in this morning. It is a pleasure to speak to you, sir.
Hello.
Oui. Bonjour to you and to your beautiful sidekick.
She is a beautiful sidekick. Can you, if you were standing here right now with this beautiful sidekick, would you try to seduce her? And if so,
I
what would you
tell her everything she wants to hear. That it's a tasty piece. That I would cut off one of my legs for her.
That would work.
And
totally
I would give her these kisses. I would make her feel very special. Comme c'est dit, Oui. You know what I'm saying, Tony?
Oh, yes, I do, Pepe, I do.
And here's the thing, like, I'm all for the stalker. What? Yeah, I'm all for the stalker. I think it's like, it's like, I don't really mind the effort, but when it's like no, then it's no.
Well, this makes me very happy to hear because I do like to stalk. But maintenant, I have a thing I would like to say is most of what I want to people complain about today in this article you are talking about.
Yes.
This from very long ago. Is not recently. I don't do this anymore. What I do now is I take I think it's called a roofalin. You call them, roofies.
Yes. So
and I drop them in the drink, and then we have no problem.
Right.
Nobody's trying to fight me off anymore. There is no.
There is no. There you go. No.
Connaissez-vous? Oui?
No.
And
are you still chasing the same young lady, or what?
I love the pussies. Always what I'm trying to get is the pussy. Yeah, oui.
Yes, we all are. Yes. So
I do want to point out that at the end of every cartoon that they made, I would my smell would be gone, and I would be a different color, and all of a sudden the pussy she wants me.
That's right. There were times, where she changed her mind and she was chasing after you. I remember
This was often, Tony. This is the thing: is they say no, but they mean oui.
Oui.
That's
they
golden.
mean your wee.
Yeah, that's golden showers. That is a little weird in my opinion, and a completely different topic.
Well, as a skunk, I don't really mind the smells as much.
Understood. Well, how do you feel now about not being included in this new Space Jam movie?
I don't like this basketball anyway. Tony Parker, he already conquered your game. He took it over, Mr. Tony Parker. A Frenchman, a good Frenchman. And so no, I don't need this basketball.
Wow. How many women are with you right now?
None right now, but I have cameras set up in the Dunkin' Donuts bathroom. And there's the IHOP bathroom right there in Levittown, New York.
Oh, very nice.
So I do enjoy watching on the camera, as you say.
And where are you right now?
Me, I am in my panic room. I don't need this the police, as you say. They come and they raid. They want my computer.
Oh, understood. Wow. You must have a lot of cat porn on your computer.
It's all about the pussy, Tony.
Yes,
exactly. I told you this. But listen, I have to go. It looks like somebody is coming in and looks like they maybe had too much coffee this morning. So I want to watch this.
All right, all the best. Thank you, Pepe Le Pew, for calling in.
Au revoir, mes amis. Au revoir.
Wow. See, that's why I love doing this show. We get the Muppets, we get presidents, and now we're getting Looney Tunes characters.
Right.
I mean, where else can you talk to Looney Tunes characters?
Well, he doesn't have anything to do anymore because he's been banned. So, easy access. But I kind of feel like it. I don't think it's a bad cartoon because it teaches like women about the world, and then it.
Did you ever
like as a guy? Did you as you watched it? Did you be like, oh, those are great tips? Or you're like, oh, I'm never going to be that guy?
All right, but that's what I'm asking. Did you ever watch anything in any cartoon and use it as a learning tool, or did you just laugh
one
at
I did.
It? You did?
No, yeah, absolutely.
When you were a kid.
Yeah, it really freaked me out as a kid, and I remember being like in my 20s thinking, "Oh, look, that guy's like Pepe Le Pew."
I'm not talking about the 20s. That's a whole different story. I'm talking about when you're a kid between anywhere under 10. You're just enjoying this silly cartoon.
No, that was like a weird
Really?
thing. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think it should be banned. I think it's maybe like a learning thing. Like maybe like at the very end, she like I don't know slices his pecker off.
Well, Elizabeth, there you go. It says Elizabeth says it taught me to stay away from skunks.
Yeah, so like maybe the first second he's annoying, he loses something important.
Taz says it taught boys not to be that way.
Oh yeah, I wonder. Like, what did it? You just thought that was funny, like, oh, what an idiot, and you didn't think anything about the cat or anything.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I just thought he was an idiot. I do remember thinking, why go after this woman so hard? Go find another one.
Yeah, you didn't see like her struggle. Like what the heck?
To me, it was no different than another cartoon, Tom and Jerry. Jerry was he was in a struggle, trying not to be eaten.
Yeah, okay.
I
get it. I'm not being like, oh, I can't believe you didn't.
Right, no, I know.
Think about the outcome of that fake cat. I'm not being
and that too,
crazy.
It was a cartoon. Deborah O'Sullivan says he's not wrong. He's creepy. Oh, all right. Let's see. Greg DeFilippo. Last year I acquired 8 baby chickens. I raised them for months. All turned out to be roosters. It was absolutely horrible. My neighbors complained.
They all turned out to be?
And
is that what he said?
Yeah.
Or one? I thought he just said
all.
one.
No, I trained them. I raised them for months. All turned out to be roosters. The neighbors complained. They called animal control. So he took a rooster a day into an undesirable area in my town and dropped a rooster off in the neighborhood every day for a week. I bet you all the meth heads cannot sleep now in the morning. I bet you those meth heads ate them.
Yeah. I thought it was just one, and I remember him talking about it, how it was like he's got little boys, and I'm sure the boys loved him. I just thought it was the one rooster.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, if he's just like crowing at, 5 in the morning when the sun comes out, like, what's the big deal? One, like you see on the cartoons, for example, like, and Greg was like, no, they do it all day long, which I learned yesterday when I was on the phone at 2 p.m.
Right.
Yeah.
Deborah O'Sullivan also likes my shirt. She said, nice shirt again today. So yesterday I had the Beatles with the Mets thing. Now today's just Mets.
Yeah, you got some baseball thing going on this week.
Was it on the back? Gary Carter, I believe. Right?
Carter, yep.
Gary Carter. One of my favorite Mets.
We have trivia today.
Yeah, Ken will be joining us soon, and he'll do the ads.
Oh,
and we'll do
poor
trivia.
Greg! Oh my goodness. So the set that that was like what 2 years ago, Greg. So he just that's awful. They can't tell the difference between a boy and a girl when they send people chickens.
I don't know. Captain Jack, what do they think of Fritz the Cat? Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't gone after him yet.
I don't know Fritz the Cat.
Fritz the Cat was not on TV.
Oh.
Fritz the Cat was
the comic book?
No. No. Fritz the Cat was a you'd have to buy VHS tapes and bootlegs and stuff. He was a
cartoon porn or something?
Yeah. And he was a pot-smoking, acid-taking cat that was always... The whole cartoon was him always getting high and drunk and banging other cats. and I wasn't, as you know and my friends know, I wasn't... I didn't do anything. I didn't do weed or anything. I didn't even drink. But I hung out with people that did all the time, especially in late teens, early 20s. These cartoons were made for you being,
the teenage
high.
boy.
Like things would fly, at the screen, and the cat would turn all sorts of colors, and he'd be doing stuff himself. But it was funny. It was actually a really funny cartoon.
Yeah, he said it's a movie in 1972.
Oh, it was a movie? I don't remember that. I thought they were separate episodes. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow. Did he choke the chicken? Yeah, I bet he did. Cockadoodling, says Taz. I don't want to know, Taz. Andrew, I try to choke my chicken every chance I get. Okay. So now, all right, so Pepe Le Pew, all this talk about Pepe Le Pew.
Okay.
The big breaking news this morning is that, now, first of all, the cat he was chasing, did she even have a name? We were talking about how she wasn't even allowed to speak, but I don't even know if she had a name.
No, probably not.
But the breaking news this morning is she is now next. She will be doing an interview with Oprah to talk about her struggles. But now to add on to this garbage,
Okay.
Peter Pan, Dumbo, and the Aristocats have now been pulled off Disney Plus children viewing.
Why?
They now come with, they're now only available on the adult accounts with a warning that they're racial in nature.
They're racial? I'm waiting for people to be like, yeah, Disney, we want to talk to you about the movies you have where mothers die. There'll be nothing left.
Well, let me tell you right now, as a bald, overweight man, I'm offended by every movie that used bald, overweight men as the thugs and the bad guys.
Yeah,
and they must change those right now.
I don't want to start it because then where do you stop? And then there's nothing but, nothing. There's going to be nothing to watch.
Well, here's my issue now with these cartoons.
Okay.
And even there was, I forget which one it was. I don't have it in my notes, but they did mention one live action movie of Disney's, which is now coming with a warning too, and I don't remember which one it was, but not. So, I don't know about the Muppets. You probably could do it with the Muppets, but with computer graphics now, but especially the cartoons, Peter Pan, Dumbo.
Oh, just change the looks of it. Yeah, because that's how I kind of felt bad about with Dr. Seuss, because I don't think he's the artist, is he?
No.
So it's really...
But that's my point. You know what? I bet you, because I think it was it Dumbo or the Aristocrats? There's a scene where, I think it's a cat and his eyes are slanted, so they're saying, that's racial against Asians. I bet you, if you just reanimated it, changed the eyes. There was also one of these cartoons, they show somebody in blackface or something, but he was like something out of the jungle or something.
Yeah.
So that might just be war paint or something. But change it. I guarantee you, if you change the animation without making any announcements. Right. You're not changing the story. You're just changing the way a character looks. And I guarantee if they didn't go out and with these press statements and these warnings, if you just change the animation, I guarantee nobody notices. Somebody might say, "Oh, I don't remember the character looking that way."
Oh, just get over it. Even with the Irish, I mean, they're the pictures of
the Irish is so much better. They don't care.
No, I'm saying like years ago, the pictures of what Irish people looked like on photographs. I mean, remember those Irish, Polish joke books and stuff? They all looked unshaven, fat, gross with a beer in their hand. And yeah, you could be sensitive, or you could be like, yeah, I know one of them. Just shut up and stop taking.
Whether you knew them or not, who cares? It was just it's stereotypical, but it's all meant in fun. Who cares? Shut up.
All right.
It drives me crazy. What are you saying? All right.
Trivia.
Oh well, what about Dr. Ken Adman?
What about Dr.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't even see him here.
I didn't see him either. Look at that, Ken. Sallie was going to start without you.
I should have people pay me. I should make money off of all right, and how would you like me to scare Tony and Sallie today when I sneak into the Zoom?
Yeah, you did. You snuck right in, you sly little devil.
Delphi.
All right, so let's get some quick ads. Do them nice and fast, and we'll get right into trivia.
I will do them nice and fast. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the area's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and And say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body is a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. Two Eagles Auto Body is constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Kangemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Kangemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your
head spin.
It will make your head spin. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza. They offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salads, sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook, and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, they'll plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the Family, the Fun, and the Felony, the High School Reunion, and the Whacked Family Reunion, a lethal luau. Knockem Dead Comedy will provide a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Hi, Tony. I saw you waving to me from behind me.
I was actually I was practicing my puppet abilities, and then I realized it was on the screen there. Sorry. I was actually practicing.
You were practicing to puppet him?
All right, real quick, before we get started with the trivia, Greg said the Pillsbury Doughboy quit his Coca-Cola, quit his job because Coca-Cola convinced him he was too white. Joan said, this is ridiculous. Are they going to go after Popeye next? If they go after Popeye, you're going to see Mad Tony on here. Popeye's my favorite cartoon. I'll be very mad. And then even Taz says, I hate it because it wasn't racist to me at all. They were my favorite characters, and I wanted to learn about their culture more.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous.
I know.
And then
Just
Nikki.
leave it alone.
Nikki is watching.
Parent better.
Yeah.
If you have concerns, parent better. And I don't mean by not letting your kids watch it. I mean explaining, what to do and what not to do. You can learn in any situation, good or bad.
That's a whole different topic, which we can go on another show about. But that's the problem. When we watch these cartoons as kids, we had one TV in the house, so we were all watching the same thing together. Where now everybody's off doing their own TV or tablet or device. Everybody's watching their own stuff now. So the parents don't sit and watch these shows to the kids anymore, so they can explain things.
Right.
The kids are just left off and. But all right, so Nikki's watching. Nikki, I wanted you to know, I posted that picture this morning, you grabbing your boobies. Nikki really liked that picture.
Boobs. Oh
yes,
my
well, it's
God.
always back to the boobs. All right, with that, so I'm just glad Nikki liked it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands this week's Tuesday Trivia. Here's how it works. Sallie and I take turns asking random trivia questions. No topic. It's just random. We try to stump each other. We try to stump this smart guy right here. And we try to stump you guys. We're going to ask a question one at a time. You guys can comment below with your answers. We're going to ask all the questions without the answers. Then we go back to the beginning. We ask the questions again. We read your answers. We make fun of you. We make fun of each other with our wrong answers. And then we give the real answers. No prizes, no nothing. It's just for fun because we like to pick on each other. No bragging rights, no prizes. Well, no, it is bragging rights. That's pretty much it. Andy Blajanos is watching, so he's going to get all the answers right. There is a pickup line I learned not to use from Pepe Le Pew, says Andy Blajanos. I'll wear you like a puppet.
Yeah.
All right.
Number one.
Question number one.
Why was Paul chosen over John to be knighted as the first Beatle?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness.
I actually made it up myself. I had to find information.
Because
I do that a lot. Like anything that I want to learn about, I'll make it into a trivia question.
I'm going to say because they used to knight people who passed away first. No,
What?
that's not true. Hang on. Ken, do you have any idea?
My fake answer is because hashtag not my queen hated Yoko Ono.
Hashtag not my queen. Good question. Why did John receive the award
It would have-
be knighted before Paul?
No, why did Paul...
Oh, Paul. Why was Paul
Yeah.
knighted before John?
Why was Paul chosen over John to be knighted as the first Beatle?
Taz, Paul is not older, so that's not it.
Maybe the hashtag not my queen put a hit out and they were thinking, well, John's not going to be around, so we might as well knight Paul.
Maybe
That's
they
a good
didn't.
question, Sally. I'm stumped.
So all right. So I got I reversed my answer by mistake. What I wanted to say was maybe they didn't knight dead people until recently. Maybe they changed that rule. So maybe Paul received it first, and then they decided after that to start knighting people who had passed away.
Okay.
I'm going with that.
I got
'cause
yelled
have no
out
idea.
last week for giving like the right answers
Ooh.
right away. So I'm trying to do
Joan
poker
has a good
face.
one. Because the Queen was mad because when the Beatles received their MBEs in the 60s, that's the members of British Empire, I believe it's called. They received little emblems. John actually sent his back a few years later, saying he didn't want it.
Oh, the plot thickens.
So maybe we'll go with that.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know the order. My official stupid answer is going to be, but the official answer is because of the order they were walking across the street on the Abbey Road album cover.
Like she just looked at the album. She's like, pick this guy first.
Exactly.
She read into all the Paul is dead rumors and decided, let me knight him before he dies. All right.
After all, I've revoked his security.
Oh, maybe that's why, because he's been arrested for weed many times. Maybe she wanted some good ganja.
Who, Paul?
Oh yeah, he's been arrested many times.
Oh,
for
really?
weed. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, you remember that in 1980? He was
Over George Harrison?
Harrison. I think only was arrested once. I think for it.
Okay.
Paul was in 1980. He was arrested in Japan for it. They threw him in jail. He was in jail for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And he was facing a trial. There was possible they were going to keep him in jail for like 20 years.
Wow.
He had to fight all sorts of battles. Okay, next question. The world's busiest McDonald's is located in what city? Is it Manhattan, Las Vegas, London, or Moscow? The world's busiest McDonald's is located in what city?
London.
Manhattan, Las Vegas, London, or Moscow? Sally says London, and Ken says Moscow. Wow, interesting. Okay, next question.
What animal has 3 hearts?
What animal has 3 hearts? Wow. Elizabeth says Paul never got arrested. Yes, he did. What animal has 3 hearts? So if one conks out, they're still kicking?
Or maybe they do different things.
Wow. I'm going to go with octopus.
Okay.
With no permission, I have phoned a friend, and the Pachels are going with cow.
Oh, and who's the friend that you called? Or are you just reading answers on Facebook?
April. I just called down the hallway.
And she
I didn't want a phone call. I just
Maybe
called down
she was
the
just
hallway.
saying, you're a cow.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Maybe.
Or maybe she's like, I'm making steak for dinner. And you thought it was cow.
Andrew is questioning my answer of octopus. I have absolutely no clue, so I just went with a silly answer. So calm down there, Mr. Know-It-All, Plagano
Do you
Sky.
people not watch? Tony and I do that a lot.
That's right.
No, he's not questioning your answer. He's guessing himself.
No, he's not. He's making fun of me.
No, he's not.
He's making fun of me.
He's not. He does that other times.
If I
It's
got that
because
question right, I'm going to faint.
It's because of Octopus's Garden. It's
And
a
if you had
Beatles-inspired
There
two
you
extra
go.
hearts, you wouldn't faint.
Oh, there you go. True.
Mm-hmm.
For what magazine did Hugh Hefner
Tony.
Yes,
Tony.
yes.
Say, Sally, if I had 2 extra hearts, you would still make me faint.
Aww.
I do have 2 hearts, Sally. Yours and mine. We're one, baby.
I'm okay with that.
For what magazine did Hugh Hefner serve as circulation manager while he was raising money to launch Playboy?
Oh, I was going to say Playboy.
That'd be quite
well,
the
when
easy
you said
question.
no, but when you started talking, I thought you were saying, "All right."
He worked at another magazine and saved that money to start Playboy.
What's the more racy one?
What do you mean?
Hustler? Did Hustler come out after?
Hustler is definitely more racy than Playboy, yes.
Did it come out after Playboy?
I have no idea.
Nor do I.
I'm going to go with. What did they say he used to do at it?
He was a circulation manager.
Vogue.
Vogue.
Look magazine. How about Look?
Look magazine. All right.
All right.
Ken?
Newsweek.
Newsweek. All right. Next question, Sally, baby.
So, all right. Oh, this could be a problem. Oh, nope. I couldn't find the number 3. I thought I relabeled them wrong. All right. Okay, this goes to my kid's taking guitar as one of the college classes because you could it's kind of like you take gym in college, so he's taking guitar, and he's a lefty, but he's playing with a right guitar. So Tony's like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just get like a lefty's guitar? And we're all like, I don't know. So this is about that question. Which famous left-handed guitarist plays a right-handed guitar? And there's a lot of them. Do you want me to say some, or can you? How about guess which ones?
So, all right, I just there was a lot there. Are you asking us to name some left-handed guitarists who play right-handed?
Yeah.
Or play a right-handed guitar lefty?
Isn't it the same thing?
No, a left-handed guitar player. You're asking me if they play?
If they're left-handed and they
play righty
and they play a right-handed guitar,
and they play, so they're still playing lefty, but it's a right-handed guitar.
No, it's a right-handed guitar, and they're a left-handed person.
Right, I got that. But
and they're holding it.
They're holding it righty.
Yes.
All right, that's what I was asking.
Because you could restring it, but these are people that don't. They just.
Wow. No, Hendrix didn't. He played lefty. He didn't turn a right-handed guitar around.
He's the first one I thought of.
There's a good handful.
But when you're saying someone who is a left-handed person that holds a guitar righty and just plays righty,
as if they're a right-handed guitar.
I don't know.
You're going to be a little surprised.
I know of a few left-handed drummers who play righty, like Ringo, as a matter of fact. Ringo plays righty. Phil Collins is a left-handed drummer, but he plays left-handed. He actually plays the drums left-handed.
I've got 4 people that are way crazy famous. that you're going to be like, no way.
And they're famous guitarists, or they're famous,
Yes.
they're singer-songwriters who just play the guitar?
I'm going to say one is known for guitar.
Wow.
One is a singer-songwriter that I always picture with a guitar in his hands. Two, the second one is complete guitar. Practically all of them are guitarists.
I'm going to make up. I have no idea, so I'm just going to say Paul Simon.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to confirm this, but besides thinking and then dismissing Jimi Hendrix, my first answer is Joe DiGesu. But like to go a little bit more broadly famous than that, I mean, pretty famous in my book, but if you want me to go broader than that, I will go Alex Lifeson of Rush.
Oh, that's an interesting answer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. What problem did Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill, Albert Einstein...
Start again. I wasn't paying attention.
What the fuck?
Sorry. I was reading
Where
answers.
were you?
I was reading answers.
I was reading Andy saying, Ken, don't talk about Rush.
What?
I'm going to hurt you.
You're going to hurt me. Pay attention.
I'm going to freaking hurt you.
Pay attention. What problem did Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and General George Patton have in common?
They're dyslexic.
Sally says they're dyslexic.
They were all lefties, but couldn't play the guitar right-handed.
But they were sad that they couldn't play guitar. Say the names again.
Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and General George Patton. What do they all have in common? A problem that they had in common. Sally says dyslexic.
Yeah, I'm going to take back dyslexia because I can't imagine poor Albert Einstein being dyslexic.
Okay.
I mean, all his whole life are numbers.
What are you going with? Kirsten says impotence. She's very sexual, that Kirsten.
That's interesting because I was going to go out onto a limb and throw out the could it even possibly be true answer of virginity.
Oh, that's an interesting one. All right.
No, because Albert Einstein has kids, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. That'll nullify my answer, but
would you
anyway.
label
they're
that
stutterers? How's that?
Would you label virginity as a problem?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I definitely would. Okay.
Not if I was a nun and pledged myself to the Lord. What's wrong with you?
Well, did you name one of those in the list? I didn't think so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Next question.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. If your symptom is feeling cold, what vitamin deficiency do you most likely have?
Wow. Sally's asking hard questions today.
Yeah, but it's a common.
You're hurting my
vitamin.
brain. Vitamin D. I have no idea. Vitamin C. C for cold.
C for chili.
C is for cookie.
Rum.
B
right,
for
go.
burr.
All right. Ken's going with B. I'm going with C because I have no idea. Next question. What is a hurdy-gurdy? What is it?
It's a store.
Well, it was a restaurant when we were kids over there in Hicksville.
Yeah. Oh, but it stands for something?
Don't
hurdy-gurdy is like
I'm going to throw you a bone
food
here.
store.
I'm throwing you a bone. Do not consider that restaurant for your answer.
The what is a hurdy-gurdy?
What is it? What is it? If I say I'm going to use a hurdy-gurdy, what is it? Ken, you must know this, Ken.
I don't, but
wow.
Yeah, it made me think of a gurney, but I think that's just bad thinking.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy.
What is a hurdy-gurdy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm down at the hurdy-gurdy.
I love that restaurant, by the way. When we were kids, this was the biggest grease pit going in Hicksville, but man, the burgers were so good, and the fries were nice and greasy. Oh, I'm getting hungry now.
I don't know.
We don't like to get them all right. I am like Stump City over here.
All right,
I have
fine.
No clue.
All right. If puppies are born blind and deaf, how do they find their mothers?
Sense of smell.
Agree.
All right.
Kind of.
Kind of. Well, they use their noses. Until they bump into her. Halophobia is the fear of what?
Spell it.
Halo. The word halo.
Halo.
Phobia. Is the fear of what? Is it speaking? Is it farting? Is it singing? Unless it's pronounced halophobia, I have no idea. Either way, it's halophobia is the fear of what? Speaking, farting, or singing?
I'm going with singing.
You're going with singing.
So we can brainstorm, right, Sally? Sally, what is halitosis?
Bad breath.
I'm going with singing too.
Nice.
It's got something to do with the mouth.
All right.
The furthest distance someone has... Oh, wait. Sorry. This is the sex question. I'm reading it so normal.
Oh, are we up to that already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
According to world records, what is the furthest distance someone has shot their load? It's according to Masters and Johnson.
Wow. So how far someone has shot their load?
Yeah, they've measured it out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And it's like the world record.
4 feet.
Okay.
Is the sanitizer going with this question today?
I guess it's scientific. I don't know what the setting was for the measurement and contest or whatever. I'll go 3 feet.
All right. All right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Last question. According to a study, 36% of people go right to where after a romp in the sheets? Do they go right to Facebook or Twitter? Do they go right to the shower? Do they go right to the bathroom? Or do they go right to turn on the TV? 36%.
We're on TV.
Worked out a good way to get that in there. According to one study, 36% of people go right to where after a romp in the sheets? Is it to Facebook or Twitter? Is it the shower? Is it the bathroom? Is it right to turning on the TV?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Right now?
No.
I'm going
to the bathroom. And now I'm done.
Need some paper towels here?
Yeah,
somebody?
I'm gonna say the bathroom because especially for women, you have to go pee-pees afterwards, otherwise you'll get like a urinary tract infection.
Ken?
I'm going to go with to the Facebook or the Twitter.
The Facebook or the Twitter? The
Not
Twitter.
yet. All right, so question 1.
Nice job, everybody. Let's see.
My first question was, why was Paul chosen over John to be knighted as the first Beatle?
D. Filippo says because he was older. Carrie says because he wrote more songs. Paul was available. Because Yoko.
Who said Paul was available?
That was Andrew Plajanos.
Okay.
Lambros because it says that Yoko messed it up for John. Elizabeth says that too. Ono got in the way. Paul is younger, yes. John didn't want it, says Joan. Paul paid more money for it, says Greg.
Oh, you have to pay to have it?
I don't know.
Wow. I'm going to...
Sorry, Greg. Greg got all nervous getting Tony started on the Beatles.
Yeah, so actually, Plajanos is the closest anyone got because...
What, the availability?
Yeah.
What?
Because it wasn't until 1995 that music was a reason to be knighted. Like before that, there were all other reasons. So 1995 came along, and as you know, John was dead already.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so that's why.
Still is.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. The world's busiest McDonald's is located in what city? Manhattan, Las Vegas, London, Moscow. Sally said London. Ken said Moscow. DiFilippo says Moscow. Johnny Ambrose says Mastic, which is a town here on Long Island. Elizabeth says Moscow. Taz says Moscow. Everybody is saying Moscow. Wow, look at that. How'd you guys know that? Nikki said London. And Captain Jack said Moscow.
So
How'd you guys?
Moscow?
Yeah, it's Moscow. How'd you guys know that?
I don't know. Maybe there was like a big story about it.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's...
My rationale was guessing Moscow because it's a cheap place to eat, and there might be more people in Moscow that could be looking for a cheap place to eat, where there might be more expensive restaurants in New York City. And I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we went to England several years ago, and I couldn't believe how busy the McDonald's was. Like, I don't even...
Well, I have to admit, the quality of the food was a lot better, too.
So much better.
Than McDonald's here.
Yeah, we were with friends, and they're like, oh, do you want to go have tea? And so, of course, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have, like tea in London. And then
English tea.
They walk us into a McDonald's. I'm like,
we were like,
you guys are just fucking with us.
And we had,
like,
that
no,
was
it's great.
It was our first place that we went to. We got off the plane, we got picked up, we went out, and that's where we went.
It was so weird because we
were shocked.
They walked us down this like cobblestone alleyway. It was like
it was
everything
a
about
nice
it was
road,
quaint and sweet. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden we round a corner and we see the Golden Arches. I'm like, are you kidding me?
But it was good.
Yeah, the food was excellent. It was shocking. Yeah,
Yep.
we're really screwed here in America.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
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 What octopus? What animal has 3 hearts?
Wait, is that the answer?
It's the answer.
I got octopus right?
You got octopus right.
I told you I was going to faint. I told you if I got the right answer, I was going to faint.
Yeah.
I did tell you that.
Yeah, they
I'll be
have.
right back.
Where are you going? Oh, you're fainting. One heart circulates blood around the body, while the other 2 pump it past the gills to pick up oxygen.
So frog was an answer. Cow, and that was Ken's answer as well. Pig was asking Johnny Ambrose. DiFilippo said octopus too. Andy Pajanos. How did 2 guys from Hicksville get octopus?
3.
All the octopi in Hicksville?
What's that?
All the octopi in Hicksville?
All the octopi. All right.
That's a saying, isn't it? I would not do that for all the octopi in Hicksville.
There you go. Yep, we used to say that all the time. All right. For what magazine did Hugh Hefner serve as circulation manager while he was raising money to launch Playboy? Sallie said Look magazine. Ken said Newsweek. Carrie said Family Circle. I think she's the only one who... Oh, all right. Kirsten said Hustler. Vanity Fair, I see. Mad Magazine, Home and Garden, Life Magazine, Hustler, BBW Weekly, National Geographic. Okay. The answer is Children's Activities Magazine.
Is there such a thing?
Well, there was. He worked for a children's magazine and saved his money so he can launch
porn.
An adult magazine.
Okay.
There you go. Next question.
Which famous left-handed guitarists play a right-handed guitar?
I said, what did I say? Oh, I said Paul Simon. And Ken, who'd you go with?
I first said Joe DiGesu, and I think that answer should count if it's right. But then I also said Alex Lifeson of Rush.
Oh, that's right.
And then I realized I was making Andy mad.
Yeah, he says Hendrix, but that's not correct. Carrie.
Andy had the right answer.
Andy had what?
Well, I saw it not too long from now. Like if you keep scrolling.
Oh, not Hendrix.
No.
Oh. Taz says Clapton. Elizabeth says B.B. King.
Oh, I almost said Clapton.
No, Clapton never played. What? And okay, Boy George. The guy from Steel Panther, Mark Knopfler. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, and Joan says Dill Judas. I think Carrie did too. Oh, really? Knopfler is left-handed?
Yeah, and then...
That explains because he finger picks.
Yeah.
He doesn't strum. Yeah.
Right, because he's like, why not? Yeah.
He finger picks like a banjo.
Right.
Oh,
also, you're going to be really surprised. Elvis Costello.
Really?
Really. And it gets worse or better.
Worse.
Dwayne Allman.
No way.
Think about it.
Think about it?
Yeah, you could picture him in your head, easy playing, right? I can. If I can, you can. He's just like...
You think of the right guy?
Yeah.
You know who Dwayne Allman is? Not
Yeah.
Greg Allman.
Right. Dwayne.
Dwayne. He's been dead a long time.
I know, but
Really? He was left-handed?
And Joe Perry.
Joe Perry of Aerosmith?
Yep. And David Bowie.
All right, Bowie. Yeah, that makes sense because Bowie, he didn't really play lead. He just kind of played chords and
Right.
strums.
Like some of them are just, it's not their job, but a lot of these guys, it's
Right,
their
but
job.
A guy like Dwayne Allman, that floors me and Joe Perry too, because they played such lead. They're known for playing such great lead guitar. Wow. All right. Shocked.
Quick anecdote. Way back when, I'm 50. That many years ago, people who were lefty didn't have the option to do things left-handed as much as they have grown to be able to over these last, say, 50 years.
Yeah, like I was saying, Sam's a lefty, and I bought him, the spiral notebooks that when you're lefty, your wrist is always hanging on top of, and so that it's one of the reasons why your handwriting is like so bad. They make spiral notebooks for the left-handers now. It's such a different time from like 50 years ago when you'd be yelled at about it.
Well, doesn't your hand go across the ink or something like that?
Yeah, if you're writing lefty, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so he opens
but it
it up
does
where
right-handed too, because when you start the next line,
you don't ever have to put your
hand goes
your
over the ink,
hand
right?
on
That's
the
what we're
spiral part when you're writing.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about the ink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What problem did Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and General George Patton have in common? What problem did they all have in common? Sallie said dyslexic, then she changed it to stuttering. Ken said virginity.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about what?
Are you sure I said that?
Yes.
I said that.
You did.
I did.
Are you going to get in trouble?
No.
Greg DiFilippo says small penis. Dyslexia from Carrie. Impotence from Kirsten. Erectile dysfunction, says Johnny. Joan says dyslexia. Elizabeth says depression. Carrie says autism. They saw my stand-up act and attempted to hang themselves, says Johnny. My man, Patton, what? What does that say? Fugs? F-U-Q-S. Whoa. What? What's
That's not pronounced with a G sound.
I get that. Wow. They were all cussed out by Carla Okerson. That's great.
Who said that?
Johnny Lambrose said that.
Nice.
It's a shame you took your answer away.
Dyslexia.
They were all dyslexic.
Oh, I still get credit.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Next question.
If your symptom is feeling cold, what vitamin deficiency do you most likely have?
D. Filippo says D. Carrie says iron, and Elizabeth says iron, and Deborah says iron. Kirsten says B. She agreed with me because she likes me. Oh, no, that was Ken. She agrees with Ken's answer of B. B12 says Joan. Johnny agreed with me. I said C. Nikki says D. Jack says iron.
It is iron.
It is iron. Very nice. What is a hurdy-gurdy? I think this is the first time where neither one of you gave me an answer. I stumped you both with one question. Hurdy-gurdy. Neither one of you couldn't even think to give me an answer. Goodness gracious. Taz says it's an instrument. Jack says it's an oh no, sorry, that's the last answer. It's a finger-banging tactic, says Johnny. A football play, says Carrie. A spatula, says Greg. Something with music, says Joan. Hurdy-gurdy is also a fantastic song by Donovan, says Taz. Taz is freaking 12 years old, and she knows a song from 50 years ago like that.
She's cool that way.
Yes, she is.
A stringed instrument, says D. Filippo. That is correct. The hurdy-gurdy is, in fact, a stringed instrument.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If puppies are born blind and deaf, so how do they find their mothers? And okay, go ahead.
Everybody's saying sniffing or smelling or
They
nose.
actually have heat sensors in their nose, so they're not smelling anything. They can just tell when heat is close by, and that's
So
how
when
they
mom's
find
in
them.
heat, they follow her?
No.
What? Well,
No.
yeah, but that doesn't make sense because what if I'm nearby and I'm sweating and So they think I'm mommy,
Maybe.
and they'll start licking my nip.
They latch on.
Oh, ow.
Not there.
Well, they're not going to know. There's a lot of heat down there, too.
Oi.
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 Oi. Halophobia is the fear of what? Or halophobia is the fear of what? Speaking, farting, singing. Both Sallie and Ken said singing. Taz, Elizabeth say singing. Greg said farting. Fear of that crappy Beyonce song. Fear of angels. Oh, a few people are saying angels.
I
That's
was going to
interesting.
sing the crappy Beyonce song, and I'm happy to say that I couldn't find the melody, and I'm glad that I didn't know the melody.
Yes, me too. Nikki says singing. The answer is speaking.
Is it?
The fear of speaking.
Okay. Makes sense because it's like Ken was saying, oral.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, was that one of the choices we were given?
I don't remember speaking either, to be
Speaking,
honest with
farting,
you.
singing.
That's why I picked singing because of that. And then when he was reading it, I was thinking, why didn't I didn't hear the word speaking.
You guys go back and watch the replay.
You probably said something like skateboarding or something.
Go back
Fear
and
of
watch the replay. I'll
skateboarding.
bet you both a quarter each that I said speaking, farting, singing every time. See, again, just not paying attention.
The furthest distance someone has shot their load.
Goodness gracious, what a question. Elizabeth says 1 foot or 21 feet. Sorry, I read that wrong. Carrie says 22 feet. Kirsten says 15 feet. Greg DiFilippo, I hold the record. I hit my 36-foot cathedral ceiling. 69 feet, says Taz. 10 feet, says Joan. Across the bedroom, says Johnny. 100 yards, say Nikki. Well, you people are filthy.
All right.
I said 4 feet. Ken said 3 feet.
So the record is 8 feet.
8 feet. And do we have information on who?
Masters and Johnson, but they do not say who was the load releaser.
That was a great TV show, The Masters of Sex. And it was about Masters and
Johnson.
The first season was incredible. The second season went kind of like mid-season and went to shit, and then the rest of the show, I think it was on for another season or two. It was awful. But the first season, fantastic.
Then they blew their load.
Exactly. According to one study, 36% of people.
Sallie means they jumped the shark.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Sanitizer. According to a study, 36% of people go right to where after a romp in the sheets. Is it Facebook or Twitter? Is it the shower? Is it the bathroom? Is it to turn on the TV? Ken said Facebook or Twitter. Sallie said bathroom. A lot of people saying bathroom. Greg says mouthwash. TV, says Greg. Right to confession, says Johnny Lambrose. We have a lot of bathrooms here. Bathroom, douche it out, says Taz. Oh, my God, Taz. Chris Lane goes to sleep. Bathroom to wipe the cream load. Oh, my goodness. Listen to you people. To the sex tape video replay, says Joan Krupe Asher. Woo, look at you, Joan. Woo-hoo-hoo. Because they have only, what? Oh, now people are, France puts mayo in their burgers. Oh, so now it's
Now
just,
you're into Burger King or McDonald's right now.
Yes. All right, so the answer is Dr. Ken Pichelle, Facebook or Twitter. That's the answer.
Wow.
Yep. Yes. Well done, everybody. Well done. I beg to differ. I shot a load across my room, and it's 20 feet across.
You should call Masters and Johnson and have them watch you. And that's just it. How do you know with something like that which is the furthest? Because, you're going to have to prove it. So I just keep that little secret to myself.
Well, that's what the TV show was about. Masters was doing... he was doing sex studies, so he would bring people in to have sex, and he would hook them up with like EKG machines and all sorts of stuff, and he would monitor like their heart rate, and he would was watching what they were doing.
Yeah.
And it was And
you're like, how can I get that job?
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
can I get me that job?
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't? You wouldn't want that job?
Watching people have sex
Yes.
and doing statistics on it.
Could you imagine if Sallie had that job for the question that was asked today? Sallie'd be like, dude, you were here last week. You're nowhere near the record. Stop showing up here.
Stop shooting your load in front of me.
Get out.
I want to go to lunch. Yeah.
All right. With that, everybody, we're going to head on out of here.
Thanks, everyone.
Today is Tuesday, so we have the big night on Tuesdays. We have Georgia tonight at 6:30 with Soul Space. Anthony and Johnny over here for a little bit of laughs. And then at 9:30 is Domestic Disturbance with Carla, Mike, and Tim. So lots of things going on here tonight at Govs Radio. But again, don't forget, Anthony and Goomba Johnny, a little bit of laughs. You got to go over to Anthony's Facebook page to see that. We're hoping another week or two it'll start showing up on govsradio.com. So we'll keep you updated on that. So that's Georgia tonight at 6:30, Anthony and Goomba at 8, Carla, Mike, and Tim at 9:30, and then, of course, tomorrow morning at 11, Flip the Switch with Marla Schultz. Tomorrow night at 7:30, Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up with Don Benny and our buddy right here. And, of course, Christy Unleashed tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Sallie and I return Thursday at 11. Rich Rader will be sitting there. And our special guest joining us on Zoom, I believe at noon, give or take noon, is a band called The Lonely Ones. That's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if they're playing or not. That would be cool if they did.
You should text them, because one of the things, remember how we found out that, musicians won't bring their instruments until you tell them to, because they feel like they're showing off.
Well, yeah,
so
I
you
have to
tell them.
Yeah, I have to reach out to them today with the Zoom info anyway, so I'll throw that in there.
Yeah, say, be ready.
So that'll be Thursday with Sallie, Rich, and I. So that'll be fun. So everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. If you're in this area, great weather. So